Thank you all for coming out today as we celebrate TDtree Days with a tree planting along the Penticton Showcase area. A milestone project that could not have been achieved without the support of so many of you here today. Restoration of Penticton Creek has been considered for many years, and undertaking this work has been a significant project for the city of Penticton. I'd like to invite the Mayor, Andrew Jacobite, to say a few words. Andrew?
Thanks, Ian. I'll just acknowledge some members of council. Councillor Sentis is here, Councillor Martin's here, and Councillor Conans, who actually sat on the committee and was an advocate for this event, or for this project here. I should also acknowledge staff, Ian Chapman and Audrey Tenge, she was just here.
Oh, there she is.
She's sitting there with her kids. You know, whenever I would talk about the Creek project, their face would light up. They had a lot of enthusiasm, and they're certainly a champion for this. So certainly probably a very proud moment for them to be here and see this sort of unveil and have it go through its process. In 2012, when we started doing our downtown revitalization plan, we actually did a survey, and I think 97% of the people said Penticton Creek should get restored, and 87% of them said that needs to happen within the next 10 years. So here we are celebrating the first milestone, and it looks amazing. What a great showcase project, and just amazing transformation, and really fish habitat for making it better for fish. We see the kokanee here, and of course the rainbow trout as well. It restores the creek back to more of a natural state, and it's something very cathartic or relaxing to be able to walk along the creek, or just hear it even sounds exciting, right? And so it's a great enhancement for us here in Penticton. And it's designed really to have withstand a 1 in 200 year flood, so it keeps our areas here safe and protected. And although it's only 80 meters, it's the first step, and we will continue to restore this creek as we can, and one section at a time, so that's very exciting. I want to thank everyone who's here today. I want to thank everyone who worked to make this happen, who sat on our committees, and we have a new partner, so we'll be talking about that shortly. So again, quite an exciting moment today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Jacobite. As the Mayor mentioned, the City of Penticton has not achieved this alone. Penticton Creek Restoration Committee guided us through this lengthy and exhaustive process, bringing the expertise and insight each month to help us succeed. Without their assistance, what you see today would not have been possible. I'd like to invite the Chair, Bryn White, from the South Okanagan Submarine Conservation Program, to say a few words on behalf of the committee. Bryn?
Thanks very much, Ian, and thank you very much for coming today. I just wanted to acknowledge, first of all, the committee. Can I have a show of hands of folks that have been involved in the committee and or are part of the awesome consultant and expert team who helped to keep information going? I just wanted to say thank you for all of your time around that table, expertise, hundreds of hours. It's one of the most interesting and positive things that I've been involved in for a number of years, so thank you very much, committee. And I also wanted to mention as well, you know, this project wouldn't happen without the leadership and vision of the city, and so really it was wonderful to have the city support this happening. It was something that was very new and innovative, and so that wouldn't happen without your support, so thank you. Staff have been wonderful to work with. Also, just we wouldn't be able to construct something this amazing without our funders, so I wanted to acknowledge the generous contributions of the Habitat Conservation Trust Foundation and the Recreational Fisheries Conservation Partnership Program, which has helped to make this fish habitat and this restoration possible. So thanks to them.
The city has been very pleased to have the significant partnership with the Penticton Indian Band for this project. Our two communities have been working more closely on strategic initiatives over the years, and our presentation to PIB Council about the Penticton Creek project was very positive. Penticton Councillor Tim Lazard had mentioned he would be here today, so hopefully he can join us by the end of the project. He's not here at the moment. But many thanks go out to the PIB for their support. Penticton Creek is more than just water and rock. And that is why it's great that we can celebrate TDtree Days. Some vegetation around the creek had to be removed at the start of the restoration project this summer to remove invasive species and potential debris when the high runoff occurs. But vegetation is important to the health of the creek. No one understands this more than our partner, TD Friends of the Environment Foundation, which is supporting our tree planting event today. I'd like to welcome Doug Anderson, TD Canada Trust Branch Manager for Main Street, to say a few words about TD Tree Days. Doug.
First of all, thank you very much for joining us today. We couldn't do this without our awesome volunteers, staff, customers, and community members. But just a little background, TD was launched, the TDtree Days was launched back in 2010 as an employee engagement program, which is now turned into our flagship program. We planted over the last 5 years 185,000 trees, and this year across the country we're doing an additional 50,000 trees. And it just goes to show you that, I mean, sorry. I have this whole speech.
Be quick, don't be a baker.
No, just the investing in the health of our urban tree canopies and offering family, friends, community members to be part of this awesome project. I can't thank you enough for being here. So on behalf of TD, thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Before we move on, we must recognize some very important groups who contributed funding and support to this project. It's quite a list. The Habitat Conservation Trust Foundation, Fisheries and Oceans Canada, Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC, the Province of BC, the Penticton Indian Band, the Okanagan Nation Alliance, the South Okanagan Similkameen Conservation Program, Penticton Fly Fishers, and the Downtown Penticton Association. And from staff's perspective, we also owe a debt of gratitude to Jody from Mold Engineering and Bob Newbury. Jody was the professional who oversaw construction on a day-to-day basis on this project, and Marvin Hayder's crew from H&M Construction who actually did the work. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to come out for this great event this morning. I would ask that representatives from those groups that I just read out assemble right here, oh sorry, just to the side here for a photograph, and then we'll turn the day over to Jeff Linker, our parks manager, who's going to tell us how to plant trees. So representatives from this group, if you could just assemble over here for a group photograph. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.